When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, a holiday you're saving.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. This season, enjoy spacious, comfortable rooms and friendly service when you book with Hilton instead. Hilton for the stay.
Hello, my name is Damon Friedman, co-founder and president of SOF Missions. As a 20-year veteran within Special Operations, I've gone through many challenges due to my military service and time in combat. We felt called to start SOF Missions to serve our fellow brothers and sisters in arms, focusing on suicide prevention and resiliency. Our mission at SOF Missions is to empower warriors to find purpose and be resilient. Since 2011, when we started the organization, almost 3 million men and women have deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. Unfortunately, the scars of war take a toll on their psychological, physical, social, and spiritual health. Many veterans feel a sense of hopelessness and a loss of purpose when they return to civilian life. They feel isolated and alone, unable to reconnect. And in the greatest of tragedies, over 20 veterans lose all hope and take their own lives. Our goal at SOF Missions is to provide veterans the tools and resources so that they don't become a statistic. We offer a unique approach to combating veteran suicide through a whole health, intradisciplinary model. The Be Resilient program is a 4-pillar methodology that addresses the areas of psychological, physical, social, and spiritual wellness. We provide care through 3 delivery methods: medical clinics, retreats, and educational training. Since we started back in 2011, we have been able to reach veterans in all 50 states and have served over 3,000 veterans through the Be Resilient program. Being resilient is a multifaceted and complex issue. We know that to find a lasting solution, we have to address the whole warrior. Many challenges cannot be solved by providing the treatments and modalities of just one component, but by tackling them all. Now, we've expanded our services to include law enforcement and first responders. Together, we can make a lasting impact in the lives of warriors across the nation. To learn more, visit our website at sofmissions.org.
For your post assignment, all units proceed to your post assignment.
All right. Welcome back.
MisFitNation Show.
We are a show founded by a veteran and hosted by 2 veterans and a military spouse. Our mission is to get people to tell their stories to the world. If you're an author, share your tips with the Misfit Nation. If you're a musician or an actor, our audience need to know how they too can get into the business. Coaches, we love our coaches. Come on and share your tips with the Misfit Nation to help them become better versions of themselves. If you are a corporate leader or an entrepreneur, come on and show how you did it and how hard you have fought for success. If you are a veteran, first responder, or Gold Star family, we would love to have you come on and share your story with the Misfit Nation. We always have time for you. If you're feeling down, alone, or starting to see the darkness, stop. Think about those who are around you. You are not alone. You will be missed. If you feel like your problems will be a burden to those in your inner circle or feel embarrassed, dial 988. If you are a veteran, take option 1. We need you to keep pushing forward. Don't make a permanent solution to a temporary problem. If you are a new listener, welcome to the Misfit Nation Show. Be sure to subscribe to our show on your favorite podcast app. Also on our YouTube channel at @the_MisfitNation. Subscribe and click the bell to keep you up to date on our latest episodes and all of our news. You can also find us on Heroes Media Group and About Face Radio. Now, let's get to the show!
All right. Welcome back to the Misfit Nation. And it's your Sunday after dinner edition. We know you could be doing other things tonight with the NFL, NASCAR, WNBA, and add in anything else that's going on in your life on this weekend. But you choose to be with us, and we thank you for that. Thanks for racking up your frequent flyer miles and being part of the Misfit Nation tonight. Tonight, we have another return guest, which is always good to have return guests. It means we may have done something right the first time, and they may have liked being with us and seen some awesome things. Or it could just be happenstance and they want to come back and just hang out. But our next guest, he's a down-to-earth expert who knows a thing or two about getting things done, even when life tries to get in the way. He's a financial advisor, entrepreneur, author, and Air Force Security Forces veteran whose career has spanned helping people secure their finances, manage risks, and most importantly, get out of their own way. Last time he was on, we talked about Suck It Up Cupcake. And tonight we will be talking about how to unleash the power of connection. So without further ado, let's welcome Dennis McCurdy to the Misfit Nation, or back to the Misfit Nation. Welcome, Dennis.
Hey, Rich. Good to see you. It's been, 2 years since we last talked, I think.
I think almost exactly 2 years, actually.
Yeah, actually, yeah. You're really racking up the episodes. That's really great. I'm so happy to see how well you're doing.
I was surprised when you reached back as well. Hopefully he's doing real good things. And I seen you have another book out, and I said, oh, he is doing good things. He hasn't stopped. But a lot of people
stop. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people hit that success or hit that thing they want to get through that goal, and they just stop. You hit that first goal and you push through that barrier, Suck It Up Cupcake, and now you've got unleashed the power of connection. So we look forward to hearing about that.
Life's meant to be lived, Rich, and you got to keep moving.
That's right. That's right.
I'm 75 years old now, and I'm still cranking.
Heck yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
Still go to work every day, at least 5 days, sometimes 6 days a week. Yeah, keeps me busy.
That is amazing. Yeah. 75. So if you're listening out there and you're 45 or below and you're complaining about what life is like, Dennis is here 75, still going to work 5-6 days a week, putting in that effort, putting in that whole work life and still living his life, having a good time.
Yeah, I think that's important for men particularly. I think we need something to do.
Right.
And that's a very dangerous thing to not have something to do every day, to wake up and know you have a purpose.
Exactly. That's extremely important with our veterans and first responders that go balls to the wall for so long and then just stop.
Right.
Not having a purpose. That's what goes back to that 988 and not making that permanent solution. You have to have a purpose in life, and actually being able to talk about it and live that life with purpose and have that servant leader's heart, getting out there and helping others to live their life with purpose also helps as well.
Absolutely. And that's what I talk about.
If you don't mind, Dennis, I'd like you to just give a brief backbrief about you for the audience that wasn't here the last time or maybe didn't meet you the last time. They can learn a little bit more about you from as far back as you want to go to how we got to our new book.
I barely made it out of high school, which is a typical story for a lot of us, I think. I think you graduated when you get rid of me, When the Air Force went to Vietnam, came back, did a semester of college, and decided that was it. I was gonna, I was gonna go into real estate business. It was gonna be buy books, hello buildings. I was gonna be an real estate tycoon, or a big wind. But since then, I started an insurance agency. I had a real estate company for many years. I've owned 29 properties, so I bought foreclosures. We did all that kind of stuff, did flips, built houses. It's like my attitude is, if you see somebody else doing it, why can't you do it?
Exactly.
Even if you don't know how to do it right then, you can find somebody that guides you. You can find a partner, and you just have to go out and do it.
Yeah, you got to put in the effort. You definitely have to put in the effort. And like you said, sometimes mocking someone else's success will help you become successful as well. Like you writing a book might have to write a book. Now you've wrote a second book or another book, and that will challenge someone else to say, if he's doing it, I need to get out there and put things down that I've learned in my life and maybe share it and help someone else
Exactly.
over themselves.
Inspire someone else. Exactly. And I think that one of the things that we get confused about too often is, well, number one, you just have to start. I said that in Suck It Up Cupcake, first chapter. Just start. You don't have to start big. You don't have to go crazy, but every single day, do something toward a goal. If it's 10 minutes, because people forget. What does it say? The saying I heard recently that I liked was, we underestimate what we can do in a short time, and we overestimate what we can do in a short time and underestimate what we can do in the long run. So we can't do everything today, but over 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, we can do a lot.
Yes.
And it's just having that patience to get up every day. I mean, I still get up every day at 5 o'clock, and I'm at the coffee shop at 6:15 sometimes, and I'm working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how, that's
what you got to do.
That's putting in that effort every day and not resting on the things you have achieved, pushing yourself to achieve better things in the future, showing those around you that your family, your friends that look to you, that they too can do it and they can make that awesome move too, and get up early and get your goals going through the day, and each day knock something off that goal. You'll be way ahead of where you think you'll be later.
And if you want to know if people want to know the secret, there it is right there. Get up every day and take little actions. That's really the secret. Just be consistent.
Putting that in the chest
and
take little actions.
Yeah, and I think and the reason I wrote this book is because Unleash the Power of Connection, because I've had a lot of experience with goal buddies, accountability partners, and mastermind groups. And I think too often we're left to our own devices. It's too easy to procrastinate. It's too easy to lie to ourselves. And so having someone who knows you, I always like that saying, someone who give you that loving kick in the ass.
Right.
And they know your shit. They know when you're lying. They know when you're, when they say, hey, wait a second here. You've been here too many times. Let's get off of this and let's get going.
Push yourself to it. And that helps them to get out of their own way, I believe.
Yeah. Well,
that's something that hurts a lot of people. They're getting in their own way, saying, I can't, or I don't want to do that much work today, or whatever that little thing is that they can't get by, that wall that's in front of them that they can't push through, get around. It hurts.
It does. And one of the things I always say that, we'll disappoint ourselves before we'll disappoint someone else. So if we have an accountability partner, we have a mastermind group or something along that line, we don't want to go back and tell them we didn't do it.
Right.
So having that power is really important.
Definitely is. Like you said, the mastermind groups or accountability partners, all that helps along your journey to get where you want to go. If you're an author writing a fictional novel, it's good to have a book circle, maybe read the book with you to help you. You might want to change this up a little bit. It doesn't kind of make sense, or maybe you're giving them too much early, or they won't stay at the end of the book. You need those people to help you and push you in, and learn to take that with grace and not take everything as a personal attack.
Well, you have to be able to, right, exactly. There's a guy named James Allen who wrote a book, As a Man Thinketh, back in 1920 or something. And he in the book, he says, a person who doesn't shrink from self-sacrifice, in other words, getting the criticism, can never fail to meet their goals.
Right.
So that's crucial. And then one of the things I talk about in the book, and a term I use is called have the right gang, GANG, goal achieving nudging group.
Nice.
Jake said people who will nudge us. Yeah.
Yeah. Jake says accept constructive criticism and use it to grow.
That's it. He's right, Jake. Absolutely.
And if you like salt on your fries and just eat it up.
That's right. One of the things we don't need around us is a lot of people who tell us everything's perfect all the time. We need somebody who'll tell us, hey, get off your ass. We can say that right here, right?
Yeah, it's all right.
Most of the guys are GIs probably.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of complaints about language on here.
Good.
The only complaint I got from YouTube so far is for playing Amazing Grace as I was live streaming a veteran's funeral.
Really?
Yes.
Holy cow. Wow.
That's the only
So,
time I got banned.
wow, that's kind of crazy.
Yes.
So, and as part of that whole mastermind group or your whole gang thing is to make sure that people I think tend to undervalue their environment. And when I say environment, I mean people, places, and things. Where are you? Who's in your environment? All those things. What are you doing in that environment? That is so crucial. The whole thing, birds that flock together. Yeah, exactly. And so having that gang around is absolutely crucial. There was a guy named, who was it? Oh, Charles Tremendous Jones. He was a famous guy, like 30 years ago, speaker. He said, who you'll be in 5 years is determined by two things: the books you read and the people you associate with.
Yeah, it's true. I think Brene Brown said in her book to keep that 1-inch paper in your wallet with the names of the people you can call right now, and they'll be there for you. That's your circle.
That's
right there.
right.
Call and tell you
That's
that
it.
yes, you messed up today, or no, you're doing good. Keep pushing forward. What your idea was right, and what you're doing is right, or your idea was balls wrong, and you need to change it up and come back around a different approach. That's what you need all the time.
Exactly.
Circle, your gang of trust.
We all need it. Yeah, absolutely. We all need that. And it's so, so crucial. The other thing I think we need to do is, and I said before, is it's more important to do something every day. Consistency always beats intensity. Just getting up every day. I mean, when I say I'm in the coffee shop at 6:15 in the morning, that is 7 days a week. There's no sleeping in on the week. I'll actually lie today. I slept in a half an hour later.
Oh, horror.
But I still got there, and
right.
I still got some things done, and that's the secret. There was a guy named William Feather, who was an industrialist back in the early 1900s, and I keep this quote on my desk, and it says, "Success seems to be hanging on while others have let go."
Yeah.
You outlast them. Yeah.
You got to keep moving this. I was just thinking when you're saying you go to same coffee shop every morning, 7 days a week. Most of the ones by us aren't open on Sunday mornings because in the South, church comes first.
Church comes first, yeah.
It might open later, if they're even open on Sundays. You have to change up your routine here if you're doing that, or find one that is against the
one that's open. Yeah. I had to find a new coffee. Most of the ones around here don't open up. There's only one that opens up at 6, so that's where I go. Yeah.
Do they have your picture on the wall in there every day?
No, they don't. But it's a good crew, and we say hi to each other every morning. There's a lot of regulars, and so everybody gets in there and does their thing.
Outstanding. And all the things you've done, what you're talking about, having that consistency, putting in that work all the time. What message or principle you think would, I guess, resonate most with the veteran audience here or the first responder audience here?
It's a lot of, I think, a couple things. One is just you have to just start and do stuff. You can't wait. A lot of people are saying, it's not the right time, or I'm waiting to get confidence. You don't get confidence magically. You get confidence when you take action. So if you want to do something, sit down and figure out what that is, and just start doing it a little bit at a time. Let's say you want to write a book. But if you write, 500 words a week, in 5 years, you got a book.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, that's it, exactly. And actually 10 years, you got 2 books.
Yeah.
So
it's putting that little bit of effort in. And if that's all you're doing is working on that book, you're still doing something. You're still
exactly
getting
right.
Even if it's 500 words a week or so, you'll probably write more than that as you go, because you're going to say, oh, I got to keep the story going, and I'm going to knock this out. I'm going to knock out this whole chapter today because I have this, my mind's in it, the imagination's going, and I have the research beyond it to do it. And some people don't understand there's research that goes into writing books, no matter what kind of book you do, but you have to have some research in there to make it actually make sense. So do the research and write your novel. Do it. You can do it. And so many people are doing it. Can do it too.
Oh, absolutely. And it's so many nowadays. There's so many more resources that you can get online, etc., to help you with your book. And AI helps a little bit, like especially with the grammar.
Yes.
Yeah. So those kind of things are really Grammarly. But yeah, it's just really setting out. Here's one of my things. I wrote about it several times. I don't like raking leaves. In New England, we got a lot of leaves to rake in the fall.
Yeah.
So I used to make a goal when I come back from the coffee shop every morning. I made a goal that I would rake 2 minutes, no more. I don't rain or shine, 2 minutes. Now sometimes I had the bucket there, everything was there. When I pulled in the driveway, it was there. And sometimes I do 5 minutes if I really got energetic, but I never miss the 2 minutes.
Nice.
And that's next thing you know, bingo, it's all done.
Yeah. And I hate leaves too. I have 3 giant oaks in my backyard, and they like to rain the leaves down this time of year as we get into fall.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
It should be awesome here soon. All my drains will all be clogged with leaves here soon. So
I'll have to go through yeah.
Got a question.
Water in my. Go ahead, you got a question?
Yes, got a question from Sam Split It 08. Dennis, what was the turning point when you went from struggle to success? Thanks, Sam Split It.
I don't know if there was a turning point per se. It just, again, I just got up every single day and just kept doing stuff. And I think after a while, all that effort is compounded, and it's well, I'll tell you, I started my own business when I was 24, and by the time I was 36, I made my first $1 million.
Wow.
So, and that would have been a long time ago. So that would be about like 2 million today. But it's just, and it all went back to that, like, hey, I think I'm going to build houses. Oh, this guy can help me build houses. I got a partner. We did that. I started my own real estate company. Just kept doing stuff.
Right.
We're all of us are on the Learn as You Go program. It's the old military on the job training.
JT, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's the way your life is. And
exactly.
every time you screw up, you're smarter.
And if you don't learn from it the first time, you're definitely going to learn the second time.
Yeah. Yeah. In
Hopefully.
Case of girlfriends, maybe second, third, fourth, fifth time, But
5th time, 6th on that one, yeah. You might get it right at some point. But eventually. Everyone learns along the way. You got to learn. Sometimes those lessons are hard to learn with, especially when it is with relationships. So that's definitely true.
Exactly. And that goes back to having that mastermind group, because if you keep screwing up, or your goal buddy, they're going to tell you, what are you doing? Yeah. What's going on here? Yeah.
They should definitely tell you.
Keep doing the same thing. Yeah. And they should be there to kick you in the butt when you need it.
You would hope they would, and not just watch you fall. But sometimes you have those friends that like to watch you fall too, and then pick you up and say, I should have told you this before.
Yeah. I've had that happen. But that's why you're with your goal buddy, your accountability partner, your mastermind person or group, you have to pick them, and you have to know that you're going to kick their ass, and they're going to kick your ass, and that's okay, because that's the kind of people you want.
You've mentioned the mastermind groups a bunch of times here. Can you explain to the audience what mastermind groups are? Because I know there's someone going to be asking that question later. What's a mastermind group? How do we get involved with them?
Yeah. So mastermind groups are basically a group of individuals who they just pay people or a group of people that will accomplish things in your life. So they meet on a regular basis as a group. Usually, I like to see mastermind around 5 to 6 people, maybe 7. And talk about how to mastermind group, what the rules should be, and things. We have a mastermind every month, and
Dennis, your volume's coming in and out here, or something's wrong with your mic.
Didn't do. In fact, I got to the point. There?
Yeah, I'm here. You're coming in pretty bad right now.
Am I?
That's better now.
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing I'm losing you. Okay. So yes, really important. And again, I have in the book, I have all about how to run a mastermind group. But
All right, Dennis is lost connection. I'll just stay on here for a couple of minutes to see if he does make it back in. I think it was his internet connection going out, or his iPad was dying. But we were talking about his new book, Unleash the Power of Connection, which you can get on Amazon. It talks about stop procrastinating and develop better habits, discover the transformative power of accountability, partnerships, and mastermind groups, find your tribe and create a support network to propel you towards success. Tap into the collective wisdom and experience of like-minded individuals. All those things are talked about in the Unleashing the Power of Connection, and it could help each and every one of you. Each one of those things there, all of you. Dennis is back, I believe. Let's see if he's able to come back in the stage. I don't see him yet. There he is.
are we back?
Yeah, I got you, Dennis.
We're back. All right.
I was just telling.
Technical
I was telling
difficulties.
about the connection. I was telling about what the book's going to show them, from stop procrastinating down to tap into the collective wisdom and experience of like-minded individuals with Unleash the Connection, just to fill the gap while you disappeared from the atmosphere here. But, now that you're back,
I know. I don't know what happened here, but
how does the audience start to minimize their procrastination? How do they get lower that procrastination? Maybe use that word to get better.
get the master goal. Years, many. I had a friend of mine, and can you still there? Yeah,
I'm still here. I got you.
And we were going to start a mastermind group. One of my friend Margot Chever, she was a professional speaker and trainer, and we wanted to start a mastermind group. And so we decided to meet, and we decided we would meet every single month. This is what happened. We other people came to the group, and they would come 2 times. They wouldn't come anymore. So you're out of here. Finally, we just decided that every month just the 2 of us would meet. We weren't going to have anybody else. So she became my goal buddy, my accountability partner. And every month for 7 years, we met. We wrote down our goals. We had to accomplish the goals within the next 30 days. Otherwise, we owed each other $500. We used to write a check post-dated 30 days every meeting to the other person. And if you didn't do your goals, they got to cash the check.
Oh, wow.
So that's one thing, one tool you can use. You got to be serious, right? If you're going to be serious, fine. If you're not going to be serious, then don't do it.
That's skin in the game.
So if you can find a goal buddy, or you got it, skin in the game. If you can find a goal buddy or goal accountability partner that will do that with you, that'll end your procrastination.
It's outstanding.
Again, if we were in a mastermind group, I could say, because I could disappoint you, never mind myself.
Right. Definitely. When you're talking about the goals
And that's the power. That's that whole. Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about the goals and writing
Setting your
that forward check to each other. How important
down.
to keep revisiting those goals
Yeah.
to make sure they are a smart goal and make sure that you are making sure that goal is what you really want to do.
Well, that's one of the other big things is you really, that whole, what does somebody say? The hardest thing in the world is to know yourself. And have to you want to do. And that's really important because the whole saying, I was the ladder to success, but it was on the wall. Personality, how you look at things, your style, your temperament, those are the most important things to start out with. It's like I was telling people, I do good at I do could never be like a computer programmer. I'd be a crazy person if I was a computer programmer. That just doesn't fit me. Finding what fits you is crucial. And whatever that is, just make the best of it.
Definitely. Use that to propel you forward. Yeah.
Right.
We got a question from the audience. This is from This question is from @Path Less Taken. What advice would you give veterans looking to start their first business? Still there, Dennis? We lost Dennis again, everyone. Path Less Taken. We'll get your question in there as soon as he comes back, if he comes back. Don't forget to check out the Misfit Nation Mondays, 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Reach Across America Radio, part of the iHeart Radio Network. It's 3 p.m. Eastern Time. You can see the link that's going across the bottom of the screen now. It'll be in the banner in the comments here in a little bit as well. Check us out there. Support us there. If you're not part of our YouTube family, get onto YouTube, subscribe, help us grow there, help us get the numbers we need to reach more people and share these stories out to the masses on YouTube and the rest of the platforms as well. Follow Mickey Jake on Facebook, Lacey, Misfit Lacey on Instagram, Steven on Instagram, Steven on TikTok. Follow all of us across all of them. You'll find up information on all of them. The updates will come out on every one of our social media accounts. That way you'll know where to find us and what's going on, what's coming up on the show, and what to look forward to as we move into the future. All right, I think Dennis is back again. All right, there you are. Got me, Dennis?
Good. You have to, number one, what's going to fit your personality style if you want to start a business, and do some research. And now it's so easy with all the AI to help you do the research on that. What do you need to do? And what are the resources that are available? There are some businesses they're almost foolproof.
Right.
And there are others that are extremely difficult. So doing that research is important, but it's got to match you. And that goes back to knowing yourself.
Definitely.
And then if you have an accountability partner, somebody's going to push you, because we all get, and one of the chapters in the new book is called The Valley of Dead Dreams, which is basically, when something's new, we all get excited. We're going to go out there and do it. We're going to kick butt and take names later. And then the grind starts, the work starts, and it just goes. Sometimes it can go on for a long time before you hit the other end of the valley. And finding a way to get through that valley, and again, having somebody in your corner is very helpful.
Definitely. I was about to ask you about the Valley of Dead Dreams, so glad you asked that question. You answered it for me, like telepathically. It was pretty good.
There you go. We're good. We're in sync.
We got another question from the audience. I think you answered this already, but I'll just put it up anyway.
Yeah.
This is from Roro and the Boys, I think it's called. The question is, how do mastermind groups and accountability partners actually change someone's path?
Well, I dropped my phone. Well, number one, they don't necessarily change your path. They help you stay on. You have to figure out your own path. Is off of, because if you're going to get close to each other, you're going to know the other person's bullshit, right? And you decide what you want to do based on who you are. What you don't want to be is a square peg trying to fit in a round hole.
Definitely, yeah. You don't want to be a square peg.
It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like I said, I would be a terrible computer programmer. I don't have the personality for it. But what I do, I have the personality for.
Right.
And that's what's crucial. A lot of times people will say, look back to your childhood and see what you liked, what you were good at, and see if that ties into something you can do as a profession. I mean, when I was in Boy Scouts, I used to go door to door. I used to order Christmas cards, greeting cards, and flower seeds from Boys Life magazine, and I would go door to door selling.
Oh, wow.
So there's a clue, right?
Yeah.
And we actually had, it was 5 boys in the family, so privacy wasn't a big deal or a major thing. So I actually had a roll top desk that I actually put in a closet. Got a light with an extension cord on it, and I used to lock myself in the closet, pretend it was my office.
Oh, wow.
So,
Wow.
So there's a clue, right?
Yeah.
And I love my office.
Yeah. Do you still have that desk?
I do not have that desk. I wish I did, though.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I don't know.
I remember.
I don't know what happened to it, but yeah. But I used to lock myself, and I used to send, because I wanted to feel important and get mail. I used to send away for things I didn't even know about in all these magazines, and they would send me mail.
So you have your business mail coming in, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So, but and that's what my job is like. My career is like now.
Nice. Another one just came in from Jim 5. Humor plays a big role in your approach. How can we use humor when facing setbacks?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I've always been kind of gregarious. I don't know. I think I got that from my mother. I grew up in a very rough family. I think I told you my father was a drill instructor.
Wow.
And my mother used to yell, "Mac, they're little boys. They're not recruits." And but it could be pretty brutal. So I think I learned humor and deflection to survive. Right. And if you can use humor and incorporate humor in your life, before COVID, I was doing a little stand-up comedy too, open mics. So maybe doing something like that. I mean, I'm a member of Toastmasters. I'm not sure if your members know what Toastmasters is, but it's the largest organization in the world that helps people with presentation skills and leadership skills. It's an amazing organization. There's like 300,000 members worldwide. There's clubs everywhere, and that's a good place to go practice your one-on-one, your group skills, practice your humor, do those kind of things. It's all about practice. These are all skills that can be learned,
As good as you think you are, you need to practice, especially in front of a group of people that are looking for the right things, the right keys, the right points when you're making a presentation.
Exactly.
I'm that better presenter, that better speaker, without having to look down your notes the whole time and get up, just flow and tell your story. Because really, when you're a speaker, you're telling your story. If that's what you're selling your brand, whatever you're doing.
Yeah,
you got to be able to sell that without looking like you're lying or looking like you're uncomfortable with it. You have to be comfortable.
Exactly right. And the thing about Toastmasters, because typically a club will have 15 to 20 something members, you really have to learn to get on your game, because they all know what the game is.
Right.
Where you're speaking to people who don't know about speaking, you can get by, but with these guys, will pick you up on anything and everything. And that's what makes you better.
That's where that constructive criticism from the beginning.
Exactly. We talked about earlier. Exactly. You have to be willing to put yourself out there and be a little thick-skinned, but it's only for your own good.
I know when I first started the job I'm in now, in order to get up in front of the soldiers and teach, you had to do it in front of your peers. And it's the same when we changed the subjects, we all had to do it again to show that we were comfortable with the subject matter. And your peers are the hardest group to teach to, because they're gonna shoot you down because they want you to be the best you can be and give the best product to the client. So that puts you in that same kind of situation, and it makes you to be the best version of you that you can possibly be.
It really hones your skills. Yeah. And I find it harder. I used to say, when I'm mentoring somebody, I always say it's harder to give us the talk to one-on-one to somebody who knows than it is to a group who doesn't know.
Yeah.
But it really hones your skills. So anybody out there who's thinking about doing business, or any kind of thing, Toastmasters is a great organization to learn skills and to build confidence. And I think it costs like $150 a year, so it's really a great investment.
And I think it's just Toastmasters.com. You can go on there, right, and find the club closest to you.
Yep, you can. You just put in your zip code, and they'll tell you where to go.
I think for us here in Tennessee, I think the closest one to us is in Nashville. So I don't think there's one local here in Clarksville. So it's about a 40-minute drive if you want to go. If you're in the Clarksville area, I think Nashville is your place to go around here. In Kentucky, I know there's one in Louisville.
I'm sure there's a ton down there. Yeah.
Well,
hey, what I did, I started my own club. I used to go to Worcester, Massachusetts, which is about 25 miles away. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to start my own club in my town, which I did 20 years ago. Took me about a year to get enough members, but then we did, and we've been going for 20 years.
That's outstanding.
Yeah. So now I have to only drive 4 miles.
That's a way to do it too. You save yourself all that time on the road up there in the Northeast.
Yeah, especially in the winter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely in the winter.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing where we just kind of were talking about. You want to do something, just start.
Just start, yeah.
And then you learn. Every step you take, you learn something new. You learn more.
And also, once you start, you learn if you actually like it.
Correct.
You might have this dream that it's going to be a great thing, and you see other people doing that thing and making this widget, and you start to make that widget, and you don't like that widget.
Right.
That's when you can pivot and try something else, start something new, and just keep.
Sometimes we have to do a lot of different things to find the thing we like. And also remember that you're not going to like 100% of anything all the time anyway, but if you get 80% of it, you're good.
If you like everything all the time, something might be wrong with you besides.
Maybe.
There might be something else going on that we don't know about, or you're just that happy of a person.
Yeah, or you're not pushing yourself enough, maybe too.
Not making yourself angry enough.
There you go. Yeah.
And another audience coming in here. This is from Girl Pest for You, I think. Girl Pest for You 369. Out of your 4 books, which one do you feel most connected to and why?
Boy, that's a hard question.
You don't want to leave one out.
Yeah. I liked Suck It Up Cupcake because it was in your face and it was kind of very broad. But in every single book that I've written, the topic of mastermind groups and accountability partners comes up. Because that's why I wrote Unleash the Power of Connection. But I think that's probably the single biggest thing someone can do is get an accountability partner, a goal buddy, join a mastermind group or something that will keep you on that track and stick with it.
Yeah, you definitely got to get on track and stick with it are two very important things there.
Absolutely.
Once you're on that track, like you said earlier, even if you're writing that book, you only want to write, or you only think you can write 500 words a week, stay on that track of 500 words a week.
That's right. Because that's 26,000 words at the end of a year.
Yeah. That's a lot of words.
Yeah. So, and if it's only 100 words a week, it doesn't really matter as long as it eventually gets done.
Exactly. I think that's the last question that came in from the audience. So, as we start to wrap it up here, Dennis, again, thanks for coming back on and sharing your new work with us, Unleashing the Power of Connection, which is available on Amazon right now, right? Along with all of your books. You have that. Looks like it's in an ebook as well as hardcover and probably a soft cover copy as well.
Yes, soft cover, yeah.
Is it on Audible as well?
It's not on Audible. Suck It Up Cupcake is on Audible now, but Unleash the Power will probably be there in a couple months.
Okay. So you can get all his books on Amazon. I'll put his website actually in the chat for you. So you can go to DennisMcCurdy.com and see all his books there.
Yeah, if they want to reach out, my email address is there. I will absolutely be happy to talk to anybody or, kick them in the butt if they need it.
Give them that little nudge. We call it a nudge around here. So
give them the nudge. I'll be in their gang.
A little nudge to move forward in life and be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, find a nudge. Yeah.
So the best way to get in contact with you is your website because it has all your contact on there. It has your basically everything you've done is on there.
Yeah.
So that's a great website, DennisMcCurdy.com. It's in the comments. It's going across the bottom of the screen right now. So we know how to get in contact with you, Dennis. Now we'll put you on the hot seat again like we did 2 years ago. I don't even know if we were doing these questions 2 years ago, but what's 3 things the Misfit Nation can start doing tomorrow to be better humans?
To be better humans. Well, I think number one, realize that we are all human and that we are all different. We all come from different backgrounds. Some people have had to eat a lot of crap in their life. And so it's really goes back to really understanding that whatever happens in your life, you're the creator. You have control, and taking control is absolutely crucial. That it's not about circumstances, about what you do with those circumstances. And that sounds trite, but it's absolutely true. And sometimes we don't want to believe it because it sucks.
Yes.
But that's the reality.
It definitely is a reality. Dennis, thanks again for taking some of your time on a Sunday night to hang out with us. And I look forward to seeing your next book come out probably within the next year or so, probably as you go to the coffee shop today and do your work. And,
we're going to get some more books out. Yeah.
So it'd be awesome to see you in a couple of years or even sooner when the next book comes out. Maybe get you on our Tuesday show with the fellas there, the Tuesday crew. Talk to them about what you're doing in the future. Again, thank you for coming on, Dennis.
All right. Thanks, Rich.
Have a great night. Misfit Nation, it's been great having you tonight. Make sure you take care of each other. Remember to be humble, stay hungry, keep hustling. And also remember that a day tomorrow is 100% better than a day with you is better than a day without you. Remember that a day with you is better than a day without you. Do not make that permanent solution to a temporary problem. Call someone, dial 988. take option 1 if you are a veteran. If you're not a veteran, or if you are a veteran and don't want to take those options, follow the prompts. Get the help you need. Phone a friend. Go into your phone. The first 3 numbers on there, call them, text them, get their help, or reach out to us. info@themisfitnation.com, jake@themisfitnation.com, or steven@themisfitnation.com. We will get in touch with you. We will make sure you got everything you need. Until you are safe, we'll stay on the line with you. Until next time, have a great night. We'll see you Tuesday.
Thanks for checking us out and being a part of the Misfit Nation Show. Don't forget to visit our website at themisfitnation.com. That's themisfitnation.com. Check out all our past episodes and get some of the great Misfit Nation gear for you and your family. As always, be humble, stay hungry, and keep hustling, because we are
Misfit Nation. Misfit Nation.
Two kinds of fishing out here. One for fish, one for your data. Hackers try to hook you, but Cisco Duo keeps every user and device protected. Cisco Duo. Fishing season is over. Learn more at duo.com.